I have around 9 year experience in AS400 development and support, and I'm associated with programs.io since 2017. So I have done almost 4 years, okay, and I work in many projects. My primary is a ECI client, okay, and today's our topic is display file, how to design a screen and why we need to use a display file in AS400. Okay, so okay, so shall I share my screen, right?
Yep.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Mahendra.
Okay. Okay. So like this is my physical file. I hope you have covered the database topic, physical file, logical file. And so for creating a display file, like first of all, like why we need to display file. So like if we want to take a input from the user, then we need to use the concept of display file or the sub file. So sub file, it is the advanced version of the display file, and initially it will come to the display file. Okay. So here we can add a member now, and member type should be DSPF, display file. Okay, here we can save, exit. Here we can write the purpose why we creating a display file. Here you can use option F23 function key. Then you can see the next option of 17, change using SDA. So for screen design it, here we can use option number 17 in front of member that have a type of DSPF for design a screen. Initially, this screen will come. Here we need to add the record format, option 1, and record format name, let's suppose DSP, press enter. Then it will populate a window. Then it will ask to like which type of display file you want to create. So if you want to create a simple display file, then it will be record. If we want to create a sub file, window sub file, message sub file, then these are the different types. So initially we are creating a display file. So take the option record, that will come by default. This is a screen, like here we can design the our layout screen what we want. So initially, like for some company having the name of the company, okay, let's suppose here we can take code. We need to use the code in the starting and the end for declare constant variable. Okay. This is a like a variable, but it's a constant, or we can say it's a level. If you want to move this one from up and down and right to left, then for right you should use arrow key, right, and for left we can move into the like this. Okay. If you want to move into the bottom, then we can use the like here you can use the, this will move. We want to so this will move. We want to copy, then we need to take double equal. It will copy. Okay. So let's suppose we want to delete the text, that means label or the fields. Then you need to take the option D in front of the labels or field, press enter, it will delete. Okay. This is the company name. Okay. Then for which purpose we are creating a screen, like initially we are showing the employee records, so that we can have a label, employee records or employee maintenance something. Okay. Okay. We have few predefined keywords for like date and time. Here we can use start date, so it will display the current date. For time we can take a time, start time, and for user, so like from which user you will log in the AS400, then it will show the user profile name. Okay, and this is the current date and current time. Okay. Here like you cannot move, you cannot shift from left to right by using delete or backslash. Let's suppose if here I'm using backslash, so it will impact to the bottom line as well. Okay. I'm using a backslash, so you can see it's impacting to this line as well. Okay. For moving any label or any, then you need to use right or left arrow key. Okay. We can declare here employee ID. This is the label, so we can define the constant, and let's suppose employee name only. Okay. These are the label, but we need to declare a variable as well for display the data. So okay, we have two types of variable here, like numeric and character. Employee ID will be like numeric, so we can have plus sign. There are three value, 3, 6 and 9. 3 only input, 6 for output and 9 for both. Input only means we can give the input only, we cannot take the output from the program. Output only we can assign the value through the program, but we cannot change, we cannot manipulate, because it will be output only. Okay. And both we can insert the value, and program also we can populate, assign the value. So here we can take a 9. This is for the both option. Bracket length, how many length we want to give, 6, then bracket close, press enter, so it will declare a field. Okay. By default it will declare a field by using FLD001 name. If you press question mark here, then you can see the name of the field, FLD001. Okay. By using question mark we can rename the field. Okay. Field naming convention, as per our company standard, we will use for display file D1 and name of the EMP employee ID. Okay. Here you can see this is the last, this is the sign, it's a negative sign. So in the employee ID, like we don't have any negative employee ID, so we can remove this one as well. Okay. If you want to use keywords on the screen, so you need to use asterisk, then press enter. Okay. Initially you can use asterisk. Okay. Then you can see here like display attribute colors. So if you want to remove the minus sign, then we need to use editing keywords. You would by there are many keywords added codes. Okay. So okay, you can go by using app one, then you can go through this one like what does. So we can use 4, no comma or 0 valence. Press enter. Now it's remove the minus sign. Okay. Here if you want to color, then you can use same way. Here you cannot see edit and keyword something because this is the constant field. So only you can see display attribute and color. If you want to blue color, press 1, it's change. Okay. Here we can declare field employee name. We can take output. Okay. Or based on, or we can take a both initially. Rename this one EMP. Okay. In the bottom, we can use the function key. F3 equal to exit function key. For we can change the color. Okay, for changing color, we have some shortcut C color, and by overlapping first character, which types of color we want to. If I will use B for blue, it will do the similar. Okay. Initially, you can use asterisk. Okay. So here I use the F3 equal to exit, but this is the label. Okay. I didn't active the function key because for activing function key, we need to use the some more keyword. You can come out here. You can use C select keyword. Okay. If you want to use the file label, then press the shift F2. You can here we can use CF03 indicator 03. Okay, so CF03 now it's apply on this test file. It's compiled, or you can compile by using option 14 F4. Okay. We have all physical file, LF, logical file, display file, printer file, source, and QDT SRC. For programming, we have RPG SRC or RPG SRC. Okay. Here we can I have R in the last, that means RPG program, D for display file. Here we can have here we can use option keyword. By using IPF, we can declare the file. For display record, we need to use the physical file emp pf. If we want to read the file only, then we can take the input mode only, fully procedure. Okay. Fully procedure means we have the control, system doesn't have the control of that file. Okay, we can handle as per our requirement. Okay, we can open the file and we can close and we can read, write. E for external describe file, we have two types of physical file. One is a external describe file. Second one is a program describe file or flat file. Okay. So this is the EDF, and disk it's indicate to the database file. and DSP01D. This is the display file. If okay, for declaring display file, you need to use the mode as a combine. You can see here F1 type C to indicate a combined input output file. For display file, we will use workstation. Okay. Position on 7th we can comment. Okay. This is the specs HF. Okay. Now we can write a program, simple program. This will indicate to terminate the program. This is the okay. Here I use do while asterisk in03 equal to off. Initially, all function key will be deactivated. That means will be off. Okay. So I use the condition do while loop in03 equal to off. For accessing the indicator, we need to add the prefix as asterisk in. We use the CF03. So asterisk in03. That means whenever we press the function key F3, then it will be on. So when we press the F3, then we need to come out the program as we written F3 equal to exit. Okay. So this is a condition do while strict in03 equal to op. Okay. Initially it will come, then we need to display the screen. This is the opcode exfmt execute format for DSP. We have a DSP name. Okay. Let's suppose if you don't remember the name of the record format, what we can do? You can use shift F3. Okay. Here you can use the member name. Okay. Then press enter. Here you can see the source code. This is the source code that automatically generated by the tool. Okay. So this is the name of the record format R and this one. This is our indicator IN03. What we declare? This is our field D1 and S1. Okay. So we need to rename this one D1. We will do after changing the program. Okay. So initially it will display the screen, but it will come to the blank because we don't have any logic here. Just we are displaying the screen. Okay. Let me rename the field. Okay. You can use option 2 also. Okay. Like display file, sorry, physical file, logical file. Here also you can do the rename. Just simply D1. Okay. Or initially also we can do the same way 17. Now you need to use option 12 for the design image. Take question mark and we can rename here. I compile the program. You can put your library on top. I compile the program. You can call the program from here. DSP01R F4. You can give the library name. you can see the our screen. Okay, this is the user name and this is the date and time. Time will display the server time. Okay, so initially I did not use any logic, just I use the exmpt keyword, so it will display the screen. If I will press enter, it will not go to the out. Okay, if we will use F3, then we will come out to the screen because we use the loop for that. Okay, here we can have screen. Now we can, okay, if you want to add the record in the file. Okay, we have employee ID, employee name. We can add two more field, option 17, 12. That's about department. For date field, we are taking a numeric as date length. This is a character you can declare like in this way as well. If you want to declare only one character, two character, then no need to use bracket or lang. Just declare this one. Mostly we use prefix, then file field name. So it's easy to handle in the program. Here you can use asterisk, adding keywords. You can use by. This is for the date. You can see the separator. Okay. Initially, we don't have any record in that file. Okay. This file is blank. Save program. EM. Okay. EMP ID, EMP name, MP department. Here in this field, we will insert the value in screen and we are assigning to the file fields. Okay. Now I need to take this file input addition equal to A. If we want to add the record, then we need to take a this value as A. Now we can use write opcode on Yep. It will insert the record into the file. Just EMP department. Okay, 1 second. This is the one error. Okay, we can check. Factor 2 operand must not be extended to Skype file for this operation. Okay, we can call this one program to the library name. Okay, you can see the all fields here. I can give the name 101 date. As of now, we don't have any validation on the date, so we can give anything. Okay, department. Let's put RPG. If I will hit the enter, then it will save the recording to the file. You can come out, then we can see the record. I hit the enter 2 times, so it's store the 2 times the value. Okay, we can clear the record by using this command as well. Okay, here we can use the logic. If record already exists, it will throw the error. Okay, for so the error we can have one field here. For error, we cannot insert the error. Just we need to display the error. So here we can take OH, can rename D1 error. We can color white. Okay. We can create the logical file. Okay, based on that physical file. For Okay. Oh, sorry. Here we can use logical file. For writing a record, before writing a record, we can check if chain key field W1 EMPIT record format name if found else and if. Here we can define the key W1 EMPID. We can use like keyword W1 EMPID equal to this one chain. Okay. Here we can check if record found, then we need to display the error. If found, that means that record already exists. So we can D1 error equal to or else we can write. Okay. You can move this field here. Here we are checking the condition. We are assigning the value into the key value. If this record exists in that file, it will go to this if condition. Then we show the record already exists. Else we will assign the value from this screen to the physical file fields, and we will write the record. Okay. So for like handling the duplicacy, we can use the logic in that this way. Okay. Okay, this record inserted. If I will press hit again, we can check record exist or not. Recorded 4 times. So 1 second. We can take the option compile for source debug. Here we can clear the physical file. Sorry, actually we miss key here. If we try to store now, error record already exists. Okay. After adding record, we can clear the screen as well, clear DSP. So it will clear the all fields that are onto this screen. Okay. In this file, we can use this field if we insert the correct employee ID only. Okay. If let's suppose employee ID we are using that ID exist into the file, then we need to display the data on below fields. Okay. So there are two ways we can take a different record formats, or by using indicator also we can handle. Okay. Here we can use DSPTR indicator, yes, and we can use the indicator name as a, let's put 51. Cool. 51. Okay, initially it will show only this screen because this is output only, so it will show as a blank. Okay, once we will insert the employee id, then we will check into the file. If that id exists, then we will active this records, else this record will not be displayed. You can copy the source, rename the screen. Initially it will, this line it will display the screen. We will insert the value into this field, empid, then we move into this one, we check if found, that means record exists. So what we can do here, if record found, in that case we can, 1 second, this is 51 equal to on, then it will be hide. Okay, then we can off the 50. Initially we need to on this one, so we can on the indicator on the top is equal to on. Once we will on the indicator, it will hide the record. It will come to this screen. We put the employee ID. We will check if found. Then we need to off this one. Then we will assign the value. The okay. Now we need to assign the value in reverse order. Okay. From physical file to screen field. That field already having the value, so no need to assign. Name, date of joining, and department. Else if record not found, then we can show the error. Record does not exist. Then we can clear the screen. Initially it will showing only one field. If you hit here 105, 1 second, maybe chain if found. This is 51. Sorry. Record does not exist. Be insert 101. You can see recorded display, okay, but this value does not clear. For that we can use clear this one. Now this will clear, then assign the value. Record does not exist. 101. You can see the value. Okay. So like this is the we covered two way how we can insert add the record from display file to the physical file, and if you want to do the any validation, then we can do the validation based on the our requirement. In third field we have a date. Okay, so if we want to do the validation on the date, okay, so we can do the validation on date as well in this program. Okay, first program we can clear the record. Initially we are inserting a record. Okay. Here we are giving any value, it will not throw the any error, it will save the record. Okay, because we are not checking any validation on that field. Okay, how we can check the validation? Here we can check record already exists. Okay, here we can write one subroutine. If record already exists, it will throw the error. If record not exist, we can call to or here we can check validation. Just simple for one field, so we can use here. This is the skin field. We can use test DE. This is the opcode for the date validation. Okay, we can use test for the date validation, and also we can use test for the numeric field and test for the date as well. Okay, here we can use the field name test DE. So this will throw the error. Okay, but we need to use one more thing. For that we need to use the, or we can use percentage test as well for the validation. Sorry, percentage date. One second. we are checking the date here. Okay, so we can use one more indicator here. Reverse image, yes. We can use indicator name like 52. Also we can use position. It will move into the, okay. Okay, we will check here if this is the European DDMMYY format. Then we will check a percentage error. We will throw the error. Then we'll iter. It will go to the end loop. Then come to there. Okay. In else part, we can clear this one, or we can clear here as well. One zero two one DDMMY. Data is invalid, but it will not show the highlight and the, if I press enter, my cursor position is on the top. If we want to move the cursor position on this field where we will get the error, so we need to activate the indicator which I use with the this keyword N50 equal to star off. We can write one subroutine here. Okay. So reset IND and SR. Here we can reset the IN52 equal to star off, clear one error. After screen, first initialize the indicator. Now to use else part. Okay. So equal to this one 103. Now you can see data is invalid, and highlighted also location on the cursor. So this is happening, okay, because we are using a indicator of display attribute with PC and RI. If you will see into the your screen, here we use both keyword, display attribute, reverse image, and PC. RI means it will show the reverse image, and PC full form is the position of cursor. So it will point the position where we get the error. That means, or we can say where we are keeping the on of this indicator. Okay. So through that, like we can handle the error. Okay.
Okay. Uh,
So thank you for joining the session. We will meet again in the next session. And if you have any query regarding this session or any topic in this training program, then you can join the clinical session at 6:30. So thank you, team.